Hi everybody, it's Julie and I have a walkthrough of my latest project, and this is a file folder pocket letter. So it's a pocket letter inside of a file folder, and you decorate the file folder, and then there's a little bit more of a recipe as well. So this is the front, the cover, and I've cut out a piece of paper out of a paper pad that I got at Michael's, Hot Buy paper pad. And then this was from a paper pad I got quite a while ago, and I fussy cut it out, and it says live your life happy. And then this I cut out from one of the cards from this paper pad. It's actually a tag. And then this was gifted to me in a animal die cut swap. And then I had the flower. I added a couple of the other little flowers. We have the doily and some of the magenta bling here. And then on the back, I just added a card from that paper collection. And this is, I fussy cut this out of that paper collection and added that. And then a couple pieces of washi tape. So, so the way this works, and I went ahead and tied mine shut, because it ended up, it ended up standing up a little bit. So I was like, well, I'll tie it, and then it'll look like, to me it looked better. So you take a file folder, and there is tutorials for it, and you put a pocket letter in it. So we have a full pocket letter, and then you add an envelope to this side and decorate the envelope and fill the envelope with goodies as well. So inside the envelope, I have an envelope I made with my envelope punch board and some doilies and another frame that I cut out from that paper pad. So this is the decoration that I made for the envelope, and this frame I fussy cut out of a paper pad. I fussy cut this pineapple and it's raised up. I also fussy cut this camera out of a paper pad, and then I had laminated it with the packing tape technique. There's a yellow doily and a bright pink doily underneath here, and that's what I did as my foundation. I made the bag out of wax paper, and of course things don't want to stick to wax paper, but I found that this double-sided tape that I have from, I think it's Basic, it worked really well. So I put the double-sided tape on the frame, and then I laid some down and put the doilies down, and then I was able to glue everything else on top. I added a party umbrella here. I tore out of one of the tags the word "so happy." This is fussy cut, this flamingo and the greens, and then I added some flowers and a tropical drink with an umbrella in it, and it's all glittery. So then we have the pocket letter, and in the first pocket I just took this, it's the same paper as I used on the back, and I cut it to be an ATC card size. I added one of these fussy cut flamingos and greens, one of these fussy cut hearts that came from the same paper pad as this, and a couple of the flowers. I added bling to the centers. This one here, I cut out a bicycle and put it here, because you know you're touring when you're on a tropical island, probably. Life is Beautiful, that's from a Heidi Swap set, and then Project Life card actually. And then some more of those flowers with bling. We have over here, we have the flamingo again, and I glittered the flamingos from this paper pad. I added a little pineapple here and a couple more flowers, and this one is on the top, the piece that was cut out from here, and it's the bright from up here. So next I have a circle cut out, and I just made like a wreath. I used one of the squares that's an inchy, but I didn't decorate it, and then I have some silver thread behind it the pineapple here. It also is lifted, and I glittered on the top part of the pineapple. And so just the pink part is raised up. And then I have the flowers with the bling. And then this is torn out of a card from the paper collection, and I added this, and it's washi tape. This is cut out from the bottom of that paper where the palm trees are, and then I added this. It was cut out from one of those tags. This is a die cut of a flamingo, and we have the flowers and some bling. And down here we have the saying, think big thoughts but relish small pleasures. And then we have some stickers, the palm trees and the two flamingos and the little flower. And then this ATC is it's pink paper, and then I tore out a pineapple, and then I put the flamingo on top, and then I added the square from the Inchy along with the silver thread, the flowers, the bling bling bling, and the tropical drink. And then this is the first card I made, and it's the flamingo with the greenery. It says, travel the world over to find the beautiful, and then a couple of the flowers with the bling inside. So that is the pocket letter, and it's 9 ATC or artist trading cards. And then what you do is you fill in the backs. So this first one, I made 3 paper clips. So I made the pineapple, the fancy drink, and this flower paper clip. Here is some tea. This is a washi tape sample card. So I've taken washi tape and I've wrapped it around a playing card, and it comes off really easy. And it gives my partner some other things to try. This is full of the die cuts and the fussy cuts that I've used. And then this middle one is inchies. I made 4 inchy embellishments, and an inchy is an inch square, and so I cut it out of a cereal box, and then I cut an inch with the same punch out of the paper, and then I added little tiny stickers and embellishments, and all of those are they're glued on. Okay, this pocket has some of the bling like I used in the yellow flowers, one of those party umbrellas, a flamingo stirrer, and some tickets. And down here it says friends by the sea, just you and me, and that's where my note is. It also has a set of the little notes that I make. So that heart is holding 10 little notes. Then we have some baker's twine and some hemp string that I have, and I just wrapped it on some embroidery keepers. And then we have some eyelets in the little jar that match the color theme. And then this is the last page, and it says gather little treasures, and we have some treasures. We have a camera, and again the flamingo and a heart, and the tropical drink and a pineapple, and then some flowers. And then I've also added a tag that I made that says I love today, and it's got the flamingo cut out and the little heart and the bling 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 and a tag on the tag, and then it's held with raffia, and that just fits right there behind the doily. I think this is a really awesome idea. I could see taking this, say the day that we took the kids to the water park last year, and putting the pictures here, and you know, maybe moving this or putting pictures here, having some other, maybe a collage of pictures that fits inside the envelope, and then taking the ATC cards, of course taking all the gifts out, and then scattering pictures in between, and then using the same on this side, and then a large picture of the whole group could be here. I just think that this, and you could actually add a flip page right here. So you know, a way to use the things that are being sent to you. And so look for that in the future, because I do have pictures that I have got to get into some type of album and or just document it somehow, and I just think this would be a great way to do it. So this is a pocket letter in a file folder, okay? And so I used a yellow file folder. I didn't have any of the fancy ones, and the ones that I had found they didn't match any kind of tropical color theme. So so I made my own, and so I hope you enjoyed this part of the video. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I go ahead and package something like this. I really do try to recycle and use packaging. That's one of the ways that I tell myself it's okay that I do this swapping and pen pal thing. So what I have is I have a cereal box, okay, and I have just opened the ends, okay. Now I could undo it right here, but well, we can do that. So undoing it here, what I'm thinking is that, you know, I really, with all this great work, I don't think I want them to open and see the cereal box first thing. So I'm trying to tear this down here, because I do need that for I need as much of it for structure for the envelope that I'm going to be putting it in as possible. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is turn this inside out. So what they'll see when they open is they're going to see this. But I am going to wrap it in wrapping paper also. So this file folder fit basically perfectly inside this box. And because I have bling and I have things on the outside, what you're hearing is I'm opening some duct tape here. But I want to have something on here that is going to help check out my fancy tape dispenser that my dad got me. Got one for me and one for my mom. And I love it. It's actually pretty easy to use. So I have this pink duct tape. I'm out of regular packing tape, so I went ahead and got into the duct tape. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so now it's in there. This gives it an extra layer of protection. I had this wrapping paper that I got at Michael's in the $1.50 area, and I like this paper. It's just thick enough that it works really well. It actually works really well for decoupaging, and that's why I buy it. But it gives, then I also have wrapping paper, which is good. So I'm just gonna wrap this, just because I don't want the cardboard to go. I want it, you know, I want my partner to feel special, like they're getting a present. So I'm just gonna wrap just like you would wrap a regular present. And on this particular one, because of the envelope that I'm gonna use, I'm not gonna add any string or ribbons around this. I'm just wrapping this. So I received a couple of gifts or swaps that were wrapped, you know, it just made it that much more special. So thank you for that. And yes, now I've scrap stolen your idea, and I take the extra couple of minutes to wrap. Okay, so now again, I said I'm repurposing. I have a bunch of these ruby ribbon envelopes. I love them because I can use them a second time. They're meant to be able to use to do the return, should there be a return. And look at there, it fits. I am beyond excited about that. So I'm just going to cut this off. I'm going to go ahead and seal this. My note was already in there. That's the one thing I always have to go, did I put the note in? So, okay, and then I am going to seal this again with the duct tape. Excuse me. Now I've got the hiccups. Lovely. Okay, and then I will be doing a large envelope on the front of this. So there you go. If you're interested in ruby ribbon, I do. I do have a website. It's www.rubyribbon.com/Julie Freeman, and you can go check it out. And maybe you could say bye bye bra. But anyway, I am really excited. This is ready to go. It yeah, it feels good, feels sturdy, and I feel good about being able to send this to my partner. So if you like this video, like it. If you have any comments or questions, please put them down below, and don't forget to find something to celebrate every day. Oh yeah, and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye bye.